Hey guys, welcome back to Survival Records. Today I am picking up where I left off with this ship thing. I think what's happening, based on the ending of the last episode, I have a timer block in there that is still owned by the enemy faction, and I suspect that the reason it's not being hacked by the Espelta is it's deconstructed. It's not being... you can't hack a damaged block. But it's also not like... I don't know. Either way, I think what the first thing I'm going to do is fly up there with the regulations violator and... see about repairing a bunch of things in there. See what happens with this. Dang, that is a lot of welding going on. Now I am out of construction components and out of metal grids. Oh. Okay. So, y'all saw the shots going off. I think that is in fact what had happened. There was a damaged or incomplete or something timer block. Somehow, I don't know, it still says access denied. Doesn't say anything about incomplete. So it was this one it was shooting. And what does this one suggest it's going to shoot at? Default options. How about target weapons only? There is a chance I could regret that when the words. If I'm being attacked by something that has a tendency to ram you if it's losing, like Reavers do. But I've already destroyed all of the weapons. Well, then it'll potentially be problems. But for now, I don't want to worry about it. Wow, words. Okay. I don't want to have things like that happen again, where they get shot while I'm working on repairing this. So, let's unlock everything and go up a bit so they don't relock. Come on. And... oh man, it took out one of my large thrusters. That is so annoying. Because that was definitely matched on the other side. I don't think I have any downward thrust. Or apparently any gyros. Well, I guess I can't just fix this up the way that I had planned on it. But, hey, you know what, I'll make do otherwise. But getting this thing patched up and working again is only one of the things I planned on doing today. The other thing was, and here's the big reveal, I spent hours between episodes figuring out how to make sure I got this to work. I got it this far, it's working, but I didn't want to keep going without you guys, because there's a lot more to it than this, and, decision makings. At least now I know that the thing I wanted to do can work. So you go to a merge block, you toggle it off, you go down here, you access the building. Oh, by the way, something you can see happen. That seam there disconnects. So if we go back here and turn it back on, it takes a moment sometimes to recognize that it's in the right position to connect. Sometimes you have to do that to, like... whatever. Okay, here. I'll just fast forward. Oh, come on. It was working every other time yesterday. What's going on with this? Oh, I think I might know. I have to convert it to a ship. And then it's yeah, okay. So there we go. See the line there? Right along here. It doesn't exist. So, toggle the block off. The grids separate. Yeah, and then you go in here, you access the door. Where's the door? That's weird. It's not highlighting. But anyway, convert it to a ship. It's loose. And then you can open the door. Now, I tried getting it so that it was one smooth action all the way. The timing was going. But if you get the timing right so it opens smoothly and folds away up into the ceiling, then the timing doesn't work to go in the reverse, because these pistons are different lengths and these hinges are different speeds. But using some timer blocks, you can easily get it to go the other direction and close back down into a proper door that, once in the correct position, will link back up. And the door will seal, and as you can see right there, it creates an airtight seam all the way around. But now it's just a matter of getting getting the rest of the door planned out. So here are my thoughts. I would like to have this central part here be a wall that goes up to the top, and then have two individual doors on either side controlled by these guys, or some variety of them, with the new warfare versions as well. So what do I want to work on first? I could put a gyroscope and a downward thruster and a forward thruster on this guy. I guess that's one thing I could check really quick. Does it have any projector block? No. Compensator art or compensator LCD? No projector block. Ooh, however, what could I do here? It's Rex 85. Are there any blocks in here named? Oh, I think it was called the compensator. Interesting. So, if I pull up blueprints and I browse here for compensator, oh, hey, there we go. I think it's this one. Let's subscribe to it. I mean, it's at least it fits the right way, and that'll get me all the functional blocks placed in the right locations. Okay. And now, someplace on the outside of this, I can put a... Where is that block? Yeah, one of these. Wait, okay, make sure one thing. Yeah, turn off creative mode, because I had been using creative mode to figure that out, because it was so much back and forth and up and down. I will just copy over things there and weld it up normally on this side. And yeah, there's not too much material in there that I can't afford to fudge it a little bit. But anyway, here we go. I want to press the 7 button and pull the components out for that. But I just... apparently, when you've got something left on your build planner, right? And then you go to pull something out using the build planner, you can make mistakes. Now, projector. Let's pull up a blueprint for the compensator. Pasted ship contains some blocks that are not available in this world. These blocks will not be pasted, which could possibly cause the ship to split. Do you really want to paste this ship? Yes. Okay, so I need to move it forward and to the side a little bit. There. And... there. And there. Oh, I'm off by 1. So, let's see what it looks like. A bunch of Gatling turrets on the top. Alright. We've got solar panels up there as well. We don't have a lot of downward facing thrust. What's going on with that? I think that this ship is designed to be operated in atmosphere. Which explains all the large atmospheric thrusters, for sure. But, like, I don't know, where's... that button's not working anymore. Well, this thing clearly is going to be an interesting ship when it is done. Oh, that's some interesting things going on there. And see, the solar panels are on there at a nice angle. It's kind of fun. Alright. I have an idea how I can get this to work. Let's go grab this ship here. Here we go. Now that is going to take quite a while to fully weld things up, I imagine. Because there's a number of things in there that are within reach of the welder that... yeah. Alright. Hey, you know what? I like it. I'm going to keep doing this. And I'll bring you guys back when I have finished it off, I guess. Okay, that seems to be really getting into the heart of it. There's a lot going on welding in there. And I'd be willing to bet that it now has its own gyroscopes. Oh, yeah, look at all those. Okay, so I'm going to let that keep welding on that side of things. And it's probably delayed because it's waiting for things to be produced. Yeah, look at all that. Okay. So speaking of waiting for things to be produced, I've not been able to discover a way to get this working correctly. But I also discovered a problem. I cannot grow enough material here to have them always producing all the time. These guys here, the mushroom farms, so it's mushroom farm compost 1. I do want to have those on repeat. Because they are producing enough to... They produce excess organic. These guys over here, they're the ones that, if I have them on... I don't want to have them on repeat, so I just want to grow another soybean. I still don't have enough wheat to grow anything I want from there, but frankly, I am pretty good on vegetables now. Like, I could make plenty of things. One thing that's sort of annoying is Izzy's doesn't seem to identify the apples correctly. So, like, I've got 5 apples there, one there, one there. Yeah, here we go. Oh, wait, the composter's dragging. I threw those in there because I needed the extra organic. So it looks like I need to grow some apples. Let's grow some apples. Alright, apples are being grown. I happened to kickstart the organic production again by taking all the apples that I'd grown and throwing them in here. But now that that's working, and these guys are all producing their own... yeah. As long as my play session is, I'll keep making more mushrooms there, and they'll turn into organic. But anyway, another project for me is to create a kitchen. Living space area. And what I could do in the kitchen / living space is have another small container that houses and holds all of my vegetables. And probably some ice as well, because, you know, you need the water. So I guess, this is looking... Yep, it's slowly producing parts that it needs. I'm gonna go ahead and detach from here. Yikes. Okay. Man, this thing is really whippy. I just know that as soon as I smack this into a wall, it's just gonna explode. The whole thing is. So let's put it there. Does this have its own... Why can't it push its way from there? There we go. I just had to wiggle it a little bit. Alright. There's still lots to go in there. I mean, I haven't even welded up the piece that allows that solar panel to be built. So, yeah, waiting on those. Let's show... Let's see how many components I've got. Let's grab a bunch of those. Alright. I'm going to finish off the exterior here. And... yeah, so... the block that I'm looking for is one of these. Actually, I'm very surprised that was one of the first ones it produced. Cool. So, as you can see, with the frame being these blocks, you can have the first one up be a solid block. And we're connected right now, so everything is connected. And here, I want to have merge blocks. And, alright, they will work together. Now, don't want that. I want... here. And then I'm going to replace all of this with the correct size as well. I shouldn't have done that. That's going to be frustrating to keep track of. Alright, and then this block is what's on hotbar number 4. This one. And I think, yeah, that orientation right like that. And then it's just a matter of getting the rest of those over. So... you know what? I actually think I might... Okay, so if I go like this... and me, you know, saying half sentences to myself while I'm talking about all this, it certainly does not make for... majorly enthralling video, so I guess I could cut it out and bring you back, but I wanted to at least show some of this thought process. Oh, that was supposed to be the merge block. Yep. And I figure a merge block on either side makes for an interesting symmetry. Okay. And on this side I have more blocks matching in that direction, and I can pull that up here as well for... Oh, and here it's one of these blocks, which I always find hard to match. Except I just did it. And then I don't have that decided on yet. So now it's a matter of getting the door built. Could have this central part be solid. Part of what I'm envisioning here is 2 doors, one on either side here and here, using those blast doors. And then this pillar in the center. And so that way, you know, I can have these doors open and close and have, you know, ships like the Regulations Violator fly in and out without having to open the whole door every time, or, you know, have a smaller one like that move in and out. Of course, so those are 3 wide each, which means I can do that. Here I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not quite at 6 with those, but I suppose, now that could be interesting. It doesn't have to be a rectangular door here. It could go up one into the ceiling. There and there. Oh, actually, what if I do this? You know, this I say and don't actually do anything yet. But, okay, so if I have this block here, does that connect there? I think it might, but what's worse is it doesn't create a seam there, so I don't like that. Never mind. I guess I was thinking of have some of the hangar door parts be solid, like 1 level up, and then actually that could be a thing. Door being 3 wide would be problematic. There. 2. Okay, so and then here we've got that. And here we have the hangar door, warfare hangar door, sure. What's the detail on that look like? We'll go with the little canister thing next to the wall. That'll work. And then the windowed version. Okay, and then the canister against the other side. And then those go down, and here on this end of things we could have canister, canister, and window. Okay, and then that creates an opening. But it's only 3 wide. I don't like how it's only... Okay, lots of back and forth, and I've been recording for, this has been going on for over 10 minutes. So, let me figure out what I want to do, and I'll bring you back when I've made a decision. Alright. I think I actually like that. And I think it'll actually work as well. There's a separation right there between these blocks. I welded this one up just to confirm, but yeah, unfortunately I can't have it be seamless. I can't, like, remove that seam here between these two. Like, when this disconnects, it's obvious that there's a disconnect there, but in order to fully test it, I have to weld up both of these merge blocks. So let's grab that. I, by the way, am completely out of cobalt. So before I finish welding this up at all, I need to go get the cobalt necessary. Which is not a problem. I've got the number 2, and I know there's a cobalt thing not too far. Okay, so conceivably it'll move by itself using just the one arm. I am going to build a second arm over on this side to make it look cool. But let's give it a shot. Now I'm worried doing it on camera. Okay, it's disconnected. Hey, a seam formed. Perfect. So it is a separate grid. Now I gotta get into this part of it. Info for this specific grid. Convert to ship. It converted to ship just fine. Let's open it. Why isn't it opening properly? Why isn't this retracting properly? I changed that block, and it has a solid edge there now. And so it's sort of trapped between solid edges. Is that it? Alright. Oh, this was a lot of troubleshooting last time. So let's go here. Let's reverse that hinge. Okay, now that's not trying to bend. Let's reverse this hinge so it stops trying to bend. And just locks up at 52 like it's supposed to be. And now why won't it slide? This is trying to reverse as well. Okay. Alright. I'm wondering if it's these blocks are the ones that are causing the problems. Everything should be in the open position. Let's try and close it again. Oh, oh man, it just occurred to me this might just be actually too heavy for it right now. Well, no, because we're in space and there's no weight associated with it. So what is it blocking on? It's not blocked there, not locked down here. Do I just need to give these guys more oomph? That shouldn't be a problem either. Does it really just hate the... It does. It just really hates that type of door. There are phantom collisions associated with those doors. Yikes. Alright, well... Thought it was a cool idea. Let me figure something else out. Okay, well, I'm still learning things here. Apparently, with the two merge blocks on either side, that created a perfectly sized gap that the pistons could not adequately push them back together, and I had to grind those off. Alright, well, I'm going to test out another thing, see if maybe having fully encased doors, like this, that, and then have it be replacing in there, and have it be slightly off-center, but have only one side have that extra bit. I got to decide which side I want that to be. Probably the side that doesn't have the cargo line going through it. So over here. So have there be a door through here. And then the pillar up the center is offside, and then over on this piece I could do something with one of these doors. Maybe. Except that that door is also 6 wide. Like that. Would have to be like further down. I don't know. Playing around still, trying to decide what I want it to look like. Anyway, let's go grab some cobalt. I need to do that still. Like, there's definitely pieces in here that need the cobalt. Well, that's a funny ghost image. It's not showing that it's there already. Like, that one I understand, because it's supposed to be a Gatling turret. I don't know. I still don't have access to that, what's it called? The timer block. I don't know. I'll figure out where it is in there somehow. But, for now, cobalt. And here we go. These tier 4 drills definitely do a pretty good job of this. Got more upgrades I want to do for it here, like get the get some headlights facing forward on it, that sort of thing. But for now, just grabbing some of this. Okay, so I think I figured out what I can do. I should have a single merge block for the entire door, and I'll put it down here in the bottom and have it be, you know, opposite this door here. I went with this door because I don't know, I like it. It's nice. It works. I'll put a button panel on that face to control opening and closing the door, and then conceivably, with the only surface being even, like everywhere else it's going to have this type of a situation where it can bounce back and forth and wiggle a little bit to connect all the way around the rest of the door. And then, instead of trying to intersect the hangar door pieces around it, I'm just going to have it all be contained inside of a frame like this. So let's get the frame made and functioning first, and then worry about putting in, other bits. Yeah. Okay. Of course, that does mean I need to fix this, which here I need to go ahead and place some of these. Okay. So I want to get rid of that merge block, but I don't want to have to rebuild these blocks. So that's pinning everything in place. Let's get rid of that because of the hinge that's expected. I don't want to have to rebuild that hinge, so I'm going to go ahead and avoid doing that. I can take this out too. Right. Now this hinge, conceivably, it attaches to a solid block. So I could put that here. Now that hinge is not attached, but if I do this... Oh wait, no, it is attached, because it was a static grid. So that hinge piece attached to that. Right. So if I check the here for hinge, yeah, one of them is part of this grid. All right, cool. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be. But here we want to go ahead and put in one of these. And I think to make it look good, here.
Inventory full.
To make it look good, I'm going to go ahead and put in a transition piece between probably this one. Like that. Nope. Like... Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. Now I gotta work on the rest of this frame and have it look good. And see, so like with the exterior of the frame being wiggly, things could slide in. Having the gap here, if this is wiggling, it can wiggle back and forth and be pushed into place here. I just need to have it be that way on all but 3 surfaces. So along the top here, it needs it as well. So let's stop being funky about it and let's just get it working. Okay, that is very likely to work fine. Let's give it a shot. Toggle that off. Did it separate? It's separated. Go to info, convert to ship. It's free floating. Let's try opening it up. Rotating at the correct measure. We've got some wiggle, because that'll solidify up once I have a second set of arms, and I can do I want to make sure that it's working correctly and doesn't have any banging. Like, If I had shared inertial tensor originally with these things, while I was building it and it was banging and scraping against things, then it would have scraped them against it so hard it destroyed it. But now, once I have it set so that they can... it opens and closes without doing any scraping, I can do the share inertial tensor to stiffen it up. Right. And the timing blocks on these, it really was very simple. When I press this button, it activates one of the timer blocks, which activates this timer block and then starts this timer block. This timer block moves that hinge and that piston. So the first thing it does is pull it back this way and rotate it in. So it's pulling back and rotating upward. And then that hinge starts going up and that hinge starts turning. So by the time by the time this piston starts retracting, this hinge is already mostly closed. And then to go the other direction, I just used another timer block and activated the other two timer blocks in reverse. So the first thing that happens is it pushes out and extends that piston. No, sorry, the first thing it does is extend that piston and rotate that hinge. And then once those are extended and rotated, that piston pushes it away and then that hinge rotates it. But it looks to me like this is going to maybe be more successful than previously. And look at that, I'm already reattached. Perfect. And now I can just design a smaller set of doors in here as I see fit. All right, let's do that. All right, well, I designed it. I don't know if I really like it. I also don't know if it's going to work, and I don't want to try to make it work until I get the second arm up. But that's going to have to wait for the next episode. I didn't realize I was running so long. Maybe I'll cut some parts out that I'm a little, wobbly about. Do my ramblings some other way. But this is starting to look solid now. I have some incomplete stuff still, but man, it's going to be annoying. It's going to be there. Still one timer block for closing, and that's why I can't close this door. Maybe if I show all of these on the HUD, it will tell me where things are, but I gotta turn on the antenna. Not 5,000 meters, let's go with 20 meters on. And, okay, so here's where all the timer blocks are. I don't like having to dig inside of it. I'll figure it out. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Survival Records. We've got the start of a functioning door. Hopefully these... Maybe it's just there's something about the blocks that make up the hangar doors that really don't like being moved around at all. I don't know. I'll weld it up, and next time we will try and get it to work. You know, worst case scenario, it doesn't work at all, and I just have one door that's the big one that opens and closes, and everything else is, I don't know, some other option. Until then, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will join me for the next episode. Ouch. And until then, Thanks for watching.